Hey, welcome back everybody. I hope everyone's doing alright today. We are going to be doing some more work inside. It is just cold, wet, and miserable, as you guys saw in the opening there. It's raining, it's windy, and it's in the upper 30s. That's cold for us. So keeping all the hangar doors shut today because that wind is just biting. We got some parts in for the NC8, so that we got a new time delay relay in. I remember seeing some commentary about repairing this one. That's in the works. I may go through that at some point, but that's definitely a lot lower on the priority list than getting this thing operational and continue working on the F-4 to get her fully operational. And like one of our other guys, Will's had said, the more we get this knocked out now, the less that we'll have to deal with it when the F-4 moves out of maintenance and into operational status again. So that's our focus right now. So let's get to work on this. All right, so the relay arrived. It came in this box. Packaged pretty well. Let's see. It looks nice. It looks pretty new. Time delay relay. Potter and Brumfield. Hey, that's the same model or same make. Let's see. It's got the right socket. And right here in the parts book, relay, time delay. Let's make sure the part number's right. CDC-38-30003. That's the right part number. Awesome. Alright, so now all we gotta do is put this in and test her out. Alright, I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. There we go. She is seated. Now all we gotta do is test it. So I'm gonna open up the main hangar doors there and get this engine warmed up. Now I'm interested to see how this will cold start today. This, unlike some of the other stuff, does not have glow plugs in the cylinders to help it start in the winter. It did have an ether injection system at one point in time. However, that system's long gone. So fingers crossed. Let's see. Hopefully, I know these new batteries will crank this thing pretty hard. So let's see if it'll build up enough heat and compression to get this thing fired up. She's had a good amount of warm-up time. Let's go see if she'll run up.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Justin here with Collins. Not much going on out here today. Jamie was here earlier. He should be coming back this afternoon. But today we are going to try and get that coax cable in the rear cockpit patched in. Hopefully that'll give us Comm 3 back up and running. Just, yeah, we're gonna get it going on that. I got me and Sir Riley over there, so should have a fun time. All right, Riley, what we got going on here?
Stripping the rust over this video line so I can solder on the connector for this end. There we go.
And I've heard you've had some good experience with this type of cable before.
Yeah. Never caught myself on this cable.
All right, Riley. So you got the center conductor stripped down there. So now we have a little, what would you call it?
Center conductor?
Center conductor pin thing that's in his hand there.
Oh.
That we have to solder onto the center conductor of that piece of coax there. So with that new Ryobi soldering iron we got, we're gonna set that to 500 and see how this works. Solder that on for this connector. What he's doing is pre-tinning the solder tip there.
Yeah, this thing definitely lied to me. It was not up to temperature.
It's probably low on batteries is what it's complaining about.
You know, blinking means it's like going up.
Okay.
Yeah, it says 600 now.
I found this on the web.
Thank you, Siri. All right, guys. So we tried to get that coax connector on, but it's a bit difficult. We've got a little bit more to go. The part that we have did not come with really any instructions or anything like that, and there's one of the solder on connectors. We're gonna check our box of connectors here, see.
Alright, I've returned. I had to run home because our internet installer came a lot earlier than we had anticipated. We thought that was going to happen this afternoon, and we got a phone call saying he was going to be there in a half hour, so I had to run home and get that knocked out. So I am back here at the hangar, and we'll go check out that connection on the F-4 here in a moment. But got some more stuff here on the NC8. So on the DC control side here, here's that over voltage relay, and you got a much better idea of how I can test this. So that's it right here. That's it right here. And what I plan on doing is removing this, and I'm going to bench test this, but I have a variable power supply at home that I can put power on this and see what we have going on with it. And if this has failed, it more than likely has, then we're going to get a replacement one of those. So once we have a working one of those and this thing stops faulting out, then I can go through the rest of this. We're already looking into getting replacing some of the instrumentation here on the NC8, because a lot of this, pretty much everything here is the original instruments, and like you can see, the stuff's falling out of the panels only because the plastic is from the 1970s, and it's just gotten brittle over the years. So looking into seeing what works, what doesn't, and getting this thing all cleaned up. Because as old as this is, this is still very useful for us and a lot more efficient than running the Dash 60 as far as getting electrical power. That, and this thing can help start jet engines on the aircraft that need a lot of DC power. So I'm just happy that the time delay is working again. We'll get through it. Alright, so here's that cut cable there that we're trying to put a new end on. And while we did find a spare connector, let me show you what's going on here. So these connectors are sized for, I mean, the plug end itself is standard. This end here that actually connects to the cable, or that terminates to the cable, this is different depending on what cable that you're trying to terminate to. And in this one's case, this is supposed to go on a much thinner cable than what's currently installed in the airplane. So we have to source up a new one of these before we can attach this. So that means a little bit more work in the back seat, and I'm not going to run the bore scope camera in here just yet, only because we still got a little bit more to do back here. And then, but we are going to do a full FOD sweep, especially since that's all put back together. We got to run some chafing gear on the new hose. And past that, the back seat's almost good to go. We just got to put the equipment back here on the equipment shelf, and that's it. Not much more left to do here in the back seat. That and put the console equipment right back in. Alright, so I figured I'd finish here. That's had to run over here to the F-100 to grab a few things for Granelli Designs. So got what I needed there. Really wish I could talk more about the F-100 for DCS, but someday soon, hopefully. So with that, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. It is really raining down out there. Yeah, hopefully the weather's better next week.